everyone, so today's video is going to be another hair review, and this week's review is from a company called Belle Virgin Hair or Alibele Virgin Hair. Not too sure if it's this company that I've reviewed before or a different one, but nonetheless the name of this company will of course be in the title, and they kindly sent me a 20-inch frontal, a 22, a 24 and two 26s of their gorgeous loose wave Peruvian, I believe it is, and I really like the way it looks, and I think the texture is really nice. But anyway, if you guys would like to see what I think about this hair so far and if I recommend it or not, then please keep on watching. So this company sent me 4 bundles of hair, as I mentioned before, and a frontal, and when I got it out of the packet, when I was smelling it, it had no funny smell. It just smelled like clean hair. So you guys know what clean hair smells like hair from the hair shop, that kind of smell. So nothing concerning from the start. For those of you guys who don't know what loose wave hair looks like when you first get it out of the packet, it's sort of like in this cocoon shape. So it came like tightly curled, but the curl pattern that it comes in does not look like this at all. It's like one big finger curl, so just bear that in mind. It will turn like this once you wet it, so don't be concerned if you get your hair and you're like, oh my gosh, what's this? That is basically what you should be expecting. So after I've made it into a wig, I will leave my wig making videos down below as well, but after I made it into my unit, I washed the hair and there was no colour that came off it at all, which was nice. But the only issue that I had was some shedding. It did shed a bit more than I would expect, so shedding was a little bit unusual. But as I've mentioned in the previous video, I have started to cut my wefts when I get to the last bundle, and that's because I'm really bad at folding over my wefts and sewing them down. So I tend to just cut it to ensure that it stays flat. And I think it was those loose hairs that were coming off, because as the hair is now in its dry state, shedding is decent. It's probably about a 3 out of 10, 2.5 out of 10, 10 being the worst. So I'm not really concerned with the shedding at all. I think it's just my fault. Of course, you guys can sew your wefts and stuff if you want to, but I just can't be bothered to do that. So yeah, that's the only issue that I had, but I thought I would just share it with you guys anyway. When looking at shedding now, I'll do a quick shedding test for you guys. And just now, I've got probably 4 or 5 strands, so a few strands, nothing too much. For me personally, I don't tend to run my hands through my curly hair or anything like that, or to brush it, because I want to keep it as defined as possible. And for those of you guys who want to know how I define my curls, I used the Tresemme hydration conditioner, some water in a spray bottle and a hairdryer, and that's all I did. But I will link that video that I made showing how I do that down below as well. So yeah, I don't tend to run my fingers through it, so tangling for me is basically non-existent because I don't run my fingers through it. But when I do get some snags. I don't know if you can see, my hands are sort of struggling a little bit to get through, but it's not like the hair's matting or anything, or if it's clumping up, it's just snags. And look at the curl pattern, guys, like it isn't straightforward, so you have to be a bit lenient and expect there to be some tangling. But because it's not more than I would expect from hair of this texture, I'd have to give it probably a 2.5 out of 10, 10 being the worst, because it isn't very bad to me. Now, looking at thickness, this is 4 bundles of hair and a frontal, and I do think that it is quite thick. Bear in mind, guys, this hair is damp, and when you blow dry and straighten it or do anything you guys may do to your hair, it will be a lot thicker than this, so just bear that in mind. But judging the hair how it is in the state it is now, I think it is quite full, so I'd probably give thickness a 8.5 out of 10, 10 being the thickest. So that is basically the main parts of the review. Overall, I would recommend this hair. I have not had this hair in for long at all. This is more of an initial review, but I will be doing an update sort of video on this hair. I think I'm going to try and straighten it and curl it for you guys, even though I'm so against doing that to my curly hair. But I want to try and do it so you guys can see how it's going to hold up. So check back in a couple of days for that video, and hopefully I'll be able to put it out on time. But yeah, I am impressed with it so far, and it's holding up well. I'm going to show you guys the frontal. This is what the frontal looks like. Very nice and easy to conceal. The part, I didn't have to pluck the part on this hair. I just parted it with my fingers and used some water to sort of flatten it to give the middle part that I wanted, and it turned out like this. So very happy with that. The ends of the hair as well are very healthy. What the ends of the hair look like, very healthy, not damaged in any way, and no split ends either. So yeah, So that brings me to the end of my review. Before I go, I will say that this hair is definitely true to length, maybe even a bit generous, because I am 5'8" and it comes past my belly button when I'm sitting down. In fact, it nearly touches my thighs, so it's quite long. Because of that, I would definitely recommend you guys getting a shorter length if you're shorter than me, maybe a 24" or 22 if you're very short. That might be more suitable for you, and it can save you guys some money as well. Also, I think you could get away with using only 3 bundles of hair if you want shorter lengths, because you will get more weft with that, and the hair comes with a lot of hair already. So yeah, that is the end of my review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you've got any comments or questions, as usual, leave them down below, and please don't forget to subscribe and thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. And yeah, I hope you guys are having a really good day so far, or evening, morning, wherever you are. I hope you're having a good time, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.